Change is in the air. We are moving from the hot, humid days of summer to the cool, crisp evenings of fall. Change is in the air, and the constant cycles of the seasons remind us of the inescapable fact that change is always in the air. I have selected 5 poems dealing with change. These poets each provide us with a look at this subject. Ms. Moem begins our time together with this poem. There's an undeniable truth, since before we even existed. Nothing ever stays the same. Change cannot be resisted. Brenda Poole, in her poem simply called Change, draws us deeper into the consequences of changes in our lives. Seasons come and go, sceneries change over time. Nothing stays the same. Should we be revised? Of course, it's necessary. All are due for change. Without change, there's no future to look forward to. Change lives on a throne. Change can make us cry. Change can also make us laugh. Sometimes change is death. Sometimes change is life. Nothing ever changes change. Change is always change. This poem by Bhashyam Narayanan challenges us to look at the complexities of change. Nothing is permanent except the change. Change is a necessary phenomenon in an active system. Changelessness is deadly. Change is continuous, steady, and driven by a cause. Nature and extent of change depend on nature and extent of cause. We will look for and indeed long for a change, and we have specifications. Many a time the occurring change is not the change we were looking or longing for. We turn excited or sad because of the change. Many times we are unprepared for the change. Though we were longing for it, often we find it difficult to accommodate and accept the change. Nothing is wrong longing for a change, but desiring itself not enough. We need to create such causes that will lead to the change we look for. Many a time, these causes are not totally under our control. So, it is well advised to be prepared for the deviations from your specifications. Then you will find yourself in a position to accept the change wholeheartedly. Long for a change. Plan actions accordingly. Execute and wait. Change has to come. But again, be prepared to accept the change, despite its falling short or exceeding your specifications. I like this poem by Amy Ludwig van der Water because it expresses the humor that can be found in change. A ball of yarn becomes a scarf. A pup becomes a dog. A bowl of cherries turns to pie. A tree becomes a log. A log becomes a rocking chair. Mud turns into stone. An acorn grows into a tree. A body fades to bone. Summer bows to winter. An egg becomes a snake. A stranger once is now a friend. Ice becomes a lake. A giggle grows into a laugh. Weak turns into strong. A house becomes a cozy home. An old dream turns to song. A pile of twigs becomes a nest. A thought becomes a book. Our world is changing every day, everywhere you look. To end our time together looking at change, I've chosen a poem by Elizabeth Lesser. How strange that the nature of life is change. Yet the nature of human beings is to resist change. And how ironic that the difficult times we fear might ruin us are the very ones that can break us open and help us blossom into who we were meant to be. The poems we have just read remind us that change is woven into the fabric of the human experience. However, there are times when this is more evident in our lives, and this is certainly one of them. When the changes come too fast or cause pain, it is sometimes too much to bear. When that happens, it might be good to listen again to the words of Fred Rogers. Look for the helpers. Rely on those who love you. Learn to seek help from those who care. Then maybe you might decide to become a helper yourself. For it is in helping others we often receive the help we need for ourselves. Dear friends, may you be granted the support and love you need as you face the changes in your life.